I'm Buffy.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
Hey, guys! On me!
Get away from her, you...
You're gonna see some serious...
Assemble.
It's Friday night. It is SmackDown right here, right now, live from Hollywood, California. This is the West Coast Popcast channel right here on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe this video because we're watching SmackDown live. My name is Zach, and man, we got some good stuff cooking for War Games and John Cena's The Last Time Is Now tournament. All right, Sami Zayn is in the ring right now. I usually do something that says, hey, you want to be tonight's champ? Tonight, what I'm going to do, I would like you to choose who LA Knight, his opponent is going to be, and you can be tonight's champ. Or you can just make me laugh really good, and then you'll be tonight's champ. But we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. DCKO, second round, we're going to pick what we want to show for we're going to go through the tournament brackets together. That's what we're going to do. As we talk about John Cena's tournament, as Jey Uso won tonight in advances, we'll talk about Monday night with another surprise opponent. But DCKO, the tournament brackets, the next round is out. So we're going to go through who made the cut to the second round, and then we'll go through it together and figure out who is going to be our person fighting Darkseid in the end. Let me know what you're up to this weekend, too. We're going to talk about what is going on in the streaming world that you can watch for free at home. A lot of stuff that's video on demand, but that is more that's more money. Sami Zayn, do you think he should get a world title run pretty soon? I think he should at some point. I think he's earned it. I'd like to see him win the Royal Rumble. I think he'd be my guy to win the Royal Rumble. So let me know what you think about Sami Zayn getting a title run, other than he did a great job with the U.S. title and handing it off to Dragunov, who will find tonight facing Tommaso Ciampa. Solo coming out right now. He is going to be in a surprise match, just like LA Knight tonight on Monday night. And he said, whoever it is, just bring it. Sick, can I pronounce pneumonia? Casas, I can't pronounce it, man. That's a lot of... What does that mean? Let me know. And welcome to the stream and welcome to the channel. Solo's so good. He's funny. The MFTs. Is it weird having the MFTs come out with the war paint, the face paint, looking like they do? And then you have a very comical Solo Sikoa. Sami Zayn dressing for the season. How's the weather by you? In LA, it is cold. It is raining. We have like 4 days straight of rain here. It's in the low 60s. He's so good. Solo Sikoa found himself. And let me know who you think LA Knight's challenger will be. And get your picks ready for DCKO. We're going to go through the rest of the tournament and get our picks together and do it live on air. It's a disease for when you swallow volcano ash. That's what that word is right down there. Or if you're watching vertically, welcome. It's up here now. This is our first vertical stream that we're doing. Oh, there's the word volcano in there. I like it. Thanks for the heads up, Sick. All right. Solo, again, a little comedic, but I like it. Are we missing out on the MFTs versus the Wyatt Six and maybe some other people at War Games. Noob, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good night tonight on Friday. I try to pronounce this one. What about hippopotamus dactyliodiliophobia? Is that a fear of hippopotamuses or a fear of hippos mixed with tequila or quesadillas? All right, here we go. A challenge is being set by Sami Zayn. All right, Sammy's cleared. We're doing a lot of promo stuff tonight. The women came out with a War Games promo, which I like. Charlotte said, nah, I got beef with Rhea. We go back. I'm not doing this. With this, we're getting more stuff. SmackDown's going to 3 hours soon. There's going to be a lot of filler. All right, here we go. Is this going to set up something, or is this the Y6? Dattila! Glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing all right. It is raining, Dattila. What a bummer. It's cold, too. All right, Sami Zayn. I think we get a good feud going with Solo here, and then we build him up to win the Rumble. Punk doesn't need to win the Rumble. They're going to Elimination Chamber in Chicago, so Punk will probably be defending the title there. Unless his title's on the line at Elimination Chamber. Jeff Cobb, Mateo. See, isn't this something that's going to be a War Games match? Isn't this the setup? It's a fear of long words. Thank you, because I have that now. Thanks, Sick. That is the question of the night, Dattila. Let us know who you think. Who do you think it is? Part of me, check this out. Part of me thinks it should be Brock Lesnar, because then it sets up Brock fighting and screwing over LA Knight, and LA Knight screwing over Brock Lesnar if they do round 2 before War Games and gets Brock Lesnar in with the division. That's just my pick. But who do you think it is? Noob, this is a good one. Knock and I were talking about this last night. Did you see Frankie Kazarian become the TNA World Champion? Because that threw me off guard. We didn't know either. This was so, and you know what was so weird about this? No one was really talking about it last night until this morning. But I was kind of dumbfounded about it. We'll see what they do tonight at their pay-per-view. Santana did show up. I actually, speaking of Dattila's question, I thought Santana was no showing the TNA event to be LA Knight's partner tonight. Or not partner, opponent. Ooh, Matt Cardona or Joe Hendry. Dattila saw it, of course. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I know that one because a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. I know that one. Oh, next up, this is it. It's LA Knight. Who do you think it is? These are my top picks up here. You can see the image. Obafemi coming up, but they did do a nice tease with him at the end of NXT. Do we double down on him in 1 week? Joe Hendry, because he's now signed to WWE. That's an easy one. Brock, because of the storyline that I said, you could have him and LA Knight feud back and forth for War Games to get him in. Jeff Hardy, I think, would be a good one because Jeff would take the loss. Jeff, in my opinion, is a big surprise one that'll get people talking. But my gut says Matt Cardona. Five Nights at Freddy's. Part 2. I might be going to the premiere of this, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I think Matt Cardona. That's my pick tonight is Matt Cardona. Let me know who your pick is. Tell us is Matt Cardona or Joe Hendry. I think those are the 2 top picks. You got to watch Mary Poppins. I don't know what that one is. Chumbawamba, great band. It's a lake name. Braun Strowman shows a huge hit. It is. If anybody saw this, it is beating NXT and Dynamite in the ratings. Isn't that nuts? Braun Strowman eats everything. I'd love to see him just do a Golden Corral episode. Braun Strowman is beating Braun Strowman by himself, is beating NXT and Dynamite in the ratings. How insane is that? Thanks for bringing that up, noob. I mean, Chugger, Gurger, Munch, Chow, something like Boomhauer. I don't know if I like this. Again, I watch on linear cable because I get it for free. So I'm streaming on it right now, but that's why I watch a lot of wrestling. You can't do 2.5 hours on linear, which I think is the sweet spot for WWE television and maybe wrestling in general. It's so tough to go back to 3 hours with ads because they do a ton of ads. I don't know about going back to 3 hours. It's the name. These are some crazy ass lakes. I used to live by the Great Lakes. Those are nice and simple. Michigan, Erie, Crystal Lake. Did anyone watch Blood and Guts? We watched it. We streamed it. Knock and I really liked it. We streamed the men's main event, which I thought was mid. I thought it was okay. 75% of that match was okay. And then the last 25% was really good. The women's Blood and Guts match, phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. All right. Anything else you want to talk about tonight? Let us know. I was going to try to do some trivia, but I cannot. That's true. It gives other talent screen time. We just have to make sure that we get that talent on the screen. I like that BFAB is going to be on tonight. That's the big thing. Let's do. And you know what the biggest thing is? We can get this women's United States Championship and the tag team champions both some time on SmackDown. Jimmy Jones. I like Jimmy Jones. Man, I don't know, because I'm tired today. Flag Lotus, and so what's that one? All right, they're talking about Natty. Natty was just here. She's on a book tour right now. If you want to get Natty's autograph and do a picture with her, she's been hitting up Barnes & Noble. She was just here like a week ago at the Barnes & Noble at the Grove. But it costs like somewhere between like $50 and $100 to do it. But she's doing a book tour right now. If you want to get your hands on that book, or if you want to get a picture with Natty, you can check out her posts because she's got her schedule up on there. I think it wraps up around the holidays. All right, we're going solo and Sammy next week. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks before War Games. All right, we're doing a War Games-ish match in 2 weeks. And no Datilla, we're not going to Survivor Series. Those prices are killing us right now. Are you going? You seem to go to all the good events, and you seem to get great seats. Oh, nice Wide 6 teaser. We are going to House of Glory Wrestling, Datilla. That is in January. If you want to check that out, it's at the Globe Theater in downtown LA. Let us know if you're going to that. Hog Wrestling, HOG, the Hardys are the tag team champions for that. Of course you're going. Of course you're going. We will live through your posts. That's what we're going to do. We're very envious. You know they're not going to do Mysterio vs. Mysterio at that thing? San Diego. It'd be cool if they got Metallica to play there. You are an encyclopedia, sick. LA Knight is up. Who do you think is going to be? Get it in. I saw the reviews of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. It is mid. The campaign is straight up bad. It was a terrible follow-up to Black Ops 2. What is going on? I've never played one of these games, but then when I see these like giant things that one team is fighting, what is going on with this game? It's not, I don't know, man. It's not looking like an old school military game. Knock is going to scream, what's that hot game right now? It kind of, you hire subpar superheroes to do stuff. Always get tickets on a payment plan. You're smart. You're smart. Here we go. LA Knight. Who's it going to be? Who is the opponent? Here we go. Matt Cardona. We called it Attila. He's going to Zack Ryder. It is Zack Ryder. We called it. Unless someone unbelievably makes me laugh. Attila, since you called it with me right now, you are tonight's champ. Dispatch. Thank you, noob. Nox going to be playing that. Do you play it? Let us know if you play Dispatch. Or maybe, holy crap, that is a lot. Why do we need to add all these things onto words? Are all these Latin? This is good. History with Zack Ryder. These two could put on a really fun match. I hope they get some time on here. We have 45 minutes left, and we have Cody versus Bronson Reed tonight. And we have Jade, who's going to squash BFAB. And we're going to go through DCKO brackets together. Super ultrasonic. Man, these words are too long. I give up like halfway. Is Zack Ryder coming out? Not Matt Cardona, because that'd be the internet darling and he'd be using his real name. Is Zack Ryder coming out? Is it the wrong generation of people watching? Do they get the woo-woo-woos? Will we get the chance? No, we got the woo-woo-woos. Never mind, Zach. Shut up. Matt Cardona, we've seen live a couple times. You can watch on the channel Matt Cardona versus Nick Nemeth. No, it can't be a quick one. These two are very similar in a lot of ways. And this is a nice surprise. This is why I like the tournament. Some people don't like the tournament. They thought John Cena should have a storyline going all the way through. If you did that, you'd have a very awkward thing with John Cena's limited appearances. And this gets all these other people that everyone thinks should be involved in John Cena's storyline, involved in his storyline. It's Mr. All Power. Zack Ryder back. This is great. This is awesome. Chelsea Green, still my favorite person in wrestling right now, next to Asuka. Kairi Sane and Asuka are great together. All right, there's a commercial. What do we got here? Oh, Orlando. All right, let's see what you're doing tonight. Before we get into our brackets for DC, we got Zack Ryder as who we're going to have for John Cena's tournament here. Solo is going to be fighting someone who said he hopes they just bring it. Who do you think Solo's going to fight on Monday Night Raw? And do you think Javon Evans is going to get squashed by Gunther? Or, here's the kicker, Javon Evans beats Gunther because maybe they think, oh, everyone thinks Gunther's going to win. If you take Gunther out in the first round, then people are going to be more invested in it because now they know Gunther's not going to be in it. Also, if you keep Gunther in it, then maybe it'll be a bigger surprise later on down the line when someone beats Gunther. Let me know what you think. I'm not. I should play the lottery so I can go to Survivor Series in San Diego. Are you playing? Is this like a national thing? I heard on the radio that should be playing. I could use money. Call of Duty used to be fun until Modern Warfare and Black Ops series, but Black Ops is supposed to be all about CIA and conspiracy. Now Black Ops is just... Man, video games are something else. I got people complaining about Fortnite because I'll ask if I should get into Fortnite, and they're like, man, Fortnite's just different now. So I don't know. I'm excited to watch Nock play Dispatch. Eric has been playing the hell out of Dispatch. There's a new phobia. A fear of flags. Who could Solo be facing? I don't know. It's a custom phobia. We're trying this for the first time. It is 2 streams. It's a vertical and it's a horizontal. I'm trying to make a joke about that, but I'm trying to make it PG. If anyone can make a joke about that, you can hold the title with Attila tonight. So we're seeing how this is. It's a different way to do this right now, and we're going to see who likes it best and what it is. So you got vertical, you got horizontal, you got the best of both worlds. And most importantly, we're going to talk about the DCKO tournament and pick our picks together tonight live. We'll do it at the bottom at 6:30. So wherever you live, it's 6:20 now here in Hollywood. 6:30 at the halfway point of the stream, we'll go into the DCKO tournament brackets together, and these will be our brackets as we follow along through the next couple months of DCKO. Oh, I hope, Mr. All Power. I hope. I should have read this one first. You know, Mr. All Power, for that, you can have the Speed Championship. That's what you get for that comment right there. The Speed Championship. Another year. When Christmas is one of the games I'm getting is Pac-Man World 2 repack and Gears of War Reloaded because I'm nostalgic. I like that. I like the new Gears of War. I played it on the PS5. It's nice. The Long Island IZ. Remember when he was doing these videos? Wasn't he putting them out on? It was on YouTube, and then I remember watching them on someone's MySpace page. Remember he did this though? That was so great. The Long Island IZ, and he had the champion chip, and he had his dad involved in it. That was really cool. It's like how you do it through social media these days. Solo, I think, is going to get an NXT person. Unless now it leads up to the match next Friday. Let me know your thoughts. And of course, hopefully we'll be finishing this tournament and the ROH tournament in AEW. AEW's got a lot of stuff going on right now. Knock and I did something really cool last night that we're going to put out. Be on the lookout for this. I'm so happy we finally got this going. The Eddie Murphy tier list. We recorded it. We just have to edit it. The Eddie Murphy tier list is coming soon to the channel. We just have to edit it. And then you get to see Knock and I have a blast talking about Eddie Murphy movies. I'm glad this is an actual match. Would you ever walk into your old place of employment? I never have walked into one of my old places of employment. Yeah, wrestling's a different thing, though. All right, here we go. Get your woos ready. Oh, Matt Cardona's been so good on the indies. I don't know if they'll ever bring him back in WWE, but I think this is a good test tonight. If he gets a good crowd response, maybe we'll see him in the Rumble or something else. But the Rumble isn't Saudi, so I don't know how many surprises we'll get. No, Cole. He doesn't call himself the Internet Champion. He's the Indie God. They're talking about him like he's a character. I kind of like that. They're talking about him like he's a character from the WWE universe. Did you hear? This is so random. I'm sorry to sidestep. The new Doomsday trailer. Y'all talked about this last time we were on. That's going to be the new Avatar movie. The rumor going around, there are two. One of them is that there's 30 trailers. 30 trailers because there's going to be over 30 Dooms in the movie. Oh, close call. But there's going to be a Council of Dooms. So they're going to take the Kang Dynasty concept and morph it into Doomsday. And there's going to be the Council of Dooms, including 2 female Dooms and one other kind of Doom. I forgot. But what do you think about that? Does that make you excited for Doomsday? First round match. We don't even know how many first rounds there are. Roddy's getting a lot of offense in. Here we go. There we go. Now we call him the Indie God. Thank you, Corey Graves. Thank you. Oh, again, it's raining buckets here in LA, so my stream just went out and it's back. Woo woo woo. BFT, I think that's it. The internet again. When it rains in LA, it is nuts. Everything just gets shut down. Everything. I grew up with snow and all this other stuff, but rain apparently is too much. Let me know in the comments. Did LA Knight just win? Everything is just stuck. All right. We're going to be talking about DCKO in just a little bit here. And if you want to talk about the women's PWI 250 rankings, let us know. I got some stuff up for that. I'll bring that up right now as we talk about my stream sucking. All right, so I obviously got Mercedes and Tony as number 1, number 2. And then let me just bring up the top 30 right here. You want to bring up, this is the top 30. I'm going to take these comments off really quick. The top 30 of the PWI women's 250. Let me know what you think of the rankings on here. We talked about it with Knock on Wednesday. Pretty good placement for everyone. I think there's places to move people around here and there, but I think everyone is there for a pretty good reason. LA Knight did win. I have dial-up internet since we're talking about the Long Island IC. Back when he used to do his YouTube stuff. Any surprises on here that you see? I know some people were way in the back ends of the hundreds and the 200s from some of the main companies, and then you have Ash by Elegance wasn't even on here. I'm pretty sure she won the title before their deadline. All right, I'm going to reload. Let me know in the comments what you think of the women's top 30 right there. Again, it is decent. You got Blake Monroe, number 20. She killed it in that interview on NXT. I loved it. Anyone else in here that's super surprising? I guess you got a lot of Julia's NXT stuff on there. All right, Jade Cargill coming out right now. As I watch on dial-up, I feel like I'm watching and putting in those free AOL discs. Chelsea Verde should be higher. That was my biggest complaint. Chelsea Green should be in the top 10. Without any hesitation, Chelsea Green should be in the top 10. And to be honest, I think she should be higher than some of the people in the top 5. Chelsea Verde. Oh, who do I see take the pin at War Games? To be honest, since it's War Games, I want to see CM Punk take the pin. I want to see CM Punk take the pin from Braun Breaker. I think that's what I want to see. How about you? Who do you want to see take the pin at War Games? I want to see that. That's my my thing that I want. I also want my stream from Spectrum to work. It's asking me, do I love this app? No, I don't. Do I love this app? No, thank you. I don't. Why are you asking me this? Is this taking over? Has AI taken over? Did you see that Russian robot fall on the floor this week? That was pretty funny. All right, if this keeps up, we're going straight to DCKO, baby. We're going to pick who's fighting. Right. Just in time for a Braun Strowman commercial. All right, you know what? We'll go to DCKO in a little bit here. DCKO, as promised, in a little bit here, as we got Jade versus B-Fab. Who do you want to see? That's a good question, though. Who do you want to see take the pin in War Games? I really do think one of the people from the Vision should do it. And I honestly think right now, the way this is going, it won't happen. But the men's War Games should take the lead here and go first. We'll do the women's second. But yeah, I want to see CM Punk get pinned. Have someone pin a champion? That's going to be pretty big. All right, let's get some DC KO going. I'm pretty excited for this. I've been keeping up with it. I'm not going to say anything about who wins what, but we're going to do these brackets together. Let's go to the brackets right now. We'll do the original one, and then we'll go into who is into the second round right here. This is the first round. As you can see, DC has put all these brackets out, so we'll be going on to DC's site here, who has the bracket challenge up. So you can go on yourself and do it yourself, and we're going to do it together live right now. But this is the first round of the brackets right here for DCKO. And the spoiler that we talked about a few weeks ago was everyone had to start running to the start of this tournament. And people who didn't make it didn't get into the tournament. Well, the Joker killed Batman on the way in. So Batman got eliminated, and it's the Joker versus Star Sapphire. So this is the first round here. Everyone here made it. This is where you had some other people in there. You had Hangman Adam Page. You had Sub-Zero. You had Homelander. I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's a Power Ranger in there. But this is round 2. If you have not kept up with DCKO and you do not want a spoiler, now's the time to bounce. But everything's out, so check it out. This is the second round right here. This is who won. So we're going to start with this after the second round, and we're going to pick the winners of the second round together right now. So check it out. We're going to go bit by bit. Get your picks up here on who you want to win. We're going to go, and it's an actual thing, so don't worry about it. Oh, Mr. All Power, we're going to talk about that. New brought it up already. If anyone wants to keep up with what's going on TNA's pay-per-view right now, let us know too. Is Mike Santana's match up yet? Yeah, poor Bruce. Poor Bruce. Poor millionaire. Can't catch a break. But yeah, if you want to talk about Mike Santana, and if you're talking about the TNA pay-per-view that's going on right now, let us know what's going on with that. Because we are going to pick right now what is going on with DCKO. All right, I'm going to bring up the brackets, and here we go. Who should we pick between Superman and Captain Atom? Yeah, we're all happy for Matt Cardona, man. Love Matt Cardona, the indie god. Who should we pick right now between Superman and Captain Atom? This is round 1 of the second round. Yeah, I agree. Plus, Chelsea's there. And what Matt Cardona's doing on the indies, that's personal stuff. No one can take that away from him. Jade Cargill out right now. I'm guessing we say Superman, right? We're going to pick Superman. All right, we picked Superman for this one. Do I need to go back? Oh, I need to go down through the whole thing. Thank you. Guy Gardner or Jay Garrick? Who are we doing next as B-Fab getting some offense? I like that. Guy Gardner or Jay Garrick Flash? I'm glad this isn't a huge squash. You'd think Jay Garrick because he has a Speed Force to go on, but I think we'll pick Guy Gardner, huh? Just because, maybe, because of the movie that's out. Guy Gardner, 2 out of 8 picks here. Aquaman or Hawkman? A lot of stuff was cool on Arrow. R.I.P. Arrowverse. Green Lantern. All right. Next up, Aquaman or Hawkman? I feel like Hawk Girl is the better pick for the Hawk people. Now we're getting to the squash portion. All right, we got to see some power from Jade Cargill here. Let's do Aquaman. Hawkman's fine, but Hawk Girl's where the money's at. Lex Luthor or the Demon? This one's almost a gimme. This one's got to be Lex Luthor. The Demon's fine. He's fun in the comics. There's something else he's in one of the DC animated things. But I say we go with Lex. He's my pick to kind of win it all. All right, Wonder Woman or Lobo? This is an interesting one. Lobo is going to be in the new Supergirl movie coming out next summer. Jason Momoa. Wonder Woman, a classic, one of the Holy Trinities. The crowd chanting one more time. This is the stuff that Jade Cargill needs. I like this. Let's pick. They're fighting Darkseid in the end. We have to keep in mind. I'm going to pick Wonder Woman. And that's it. Jade Cargill dominates. And now we have Swamp Thing versus Cyborg. Oh. Aquaman or Namor. I do like when they're both battered and beaten. Battered. Fish. Delicious. But the Aquaman, when you got the hook in him, I like that. I like Evil Namor. I'm going to pick Cyborg. Swamp Thing's cool. But, I mean, if you're going to fight Darkseid, it's got to be Cyborg. The mother boxes. All right, this is the next one here. Joker versus Red Hood. This is going to be fun in the comics. I'm very excited for this matchup. Joker or Red Hood? Who should we pick? Oh, is Mission next week? I think Mission's going to be next week. And then we get to whoever her opponent is going to be at Survivor Series. I love Jade, too, as a heel. Jade is such a better heel. $1 million as a champion. SmackDown is on the elite. Yes, it is. It looks like Misha's going to be next up here. Red Hood or Joker? This is tough. If anyone wants to just let me know which it's going to be. There you go. That's right. I like this Jade. Feed me, baby. I'm going to pick the Joker. Why not? Keep kicking everyone's ass. I think he'll get beat up next round then. Zatanna or Harley Quinn? I'm sorry. I'm not a big Harley Quinn fan. I'm going to say Zatanna. Plus, what's Harley going to do against Darkseid? All right, let's get into our next round here. We got 2 more rounds to go after this. Guy Gardner or Superman? I say we do Superman. I don't want Superman to go all the way. We're going to have him lose pretty soon. I don't want him to win. Aquaman or Lex Luthor? We got another promo for the John Cena Last Time Is Now tournament. Carmelo Hayes is in the tournament. I want to say Lex. I really want to see Lex versus Darkseid. Penta with Finn Balor. Ooh, that's an interesting matchup. Good luck. There you go. All right, Nick Aldis. Wonder Woman or Cyborg? Who should we put up next year? Zatanna. Good call. Who should play Harley in next DCU? I don't know. Did you see the Absolute Harley? Lex. Wonder Woman or Cyborg? Next Friday from Denver. Cyborg or Wonder Woman? I'll say whoever wants to say this one, I'll put your pick in. The final first rounds. Okay. So Monday, that's the last surprise pick for the John Cena tournament. I think I want to see Cyborg win. I like Wonder Woman, but the mother boxes. I want someone who's going to go up against Doomsday and have some sort of connection. I'm going to pick... The Joker or Zatanna? I think I'm going to pick Zatanna. I think the Joker has one who gives some shine to Zatanna. Bronson Reed or Carmelo Hayes? I really think Bronson Reed should lose. All right, let's go to the third round. Superman or Lex Luthor? Is Matt Cardona the only person to wrestle for AEW, TNA, WWE in the same year unsigned? I think so. That's really good. Yeah, I think Matt Cardona is. All right. Sorry, Boy Scout. Your time is up. I got to go Cyborg on this one. And that's it. Now we go to the final round. Who should win and face Darkseid in DCKO? Lex Luthor or Cyborg? You let me know in the comments right now, and I'll pick that, and that'll be our bracket. Pretty exciting, fun stuff. I think Carmelo Hayes would be a fantastic last opponent for John Cena. Out of this tournament, out of everybody that's in there, I think Hayes makes the most sense if we're going to do a passing of the torch thing, kind of how it was when he started with Kurt Angle. The Undisputed Championship matchup next on a Friday night SmackDown. Who should win and face Darkseid in KO for our picks? Lex Luthor, who it would be fun to watch pages and pages of him playing mind games with Darkseid to save universes, or Cyborg, who has a connection with the mother boxes. I really want to see Lex. I'm going to pick Cyborg because of the connection. One last step. Sure, January. What year was I born? How old am I? How far does this go back? 1926. My birth year is 1926. There we go. Email. All right. You know what? I'll do all that stuff later. All right. Back to SmackDown right now as that was kind of fun, huh? DCKO. You can find that in your comic shops right now. And we get ready for this matchup right here. Anyone go see The Running Man? Anyone go see Now You See Me, Now You Don't? I kind of want to see The Running Man. How many shows and movies is Glenn Powell going to be in disguises in? I did watch Chad Powers. I thought it was fine. It was fun to watch. He's in The Hitman. He had disguises. In this, he has disguises. All right, we have 18 minutes left together. Let us know if there's anything you want to talk about. Shoot a comment, shoot a question my way, and I will talk about it with you. We talked about the women's PWI top 30, and now we got to break it down. Oh, I want to bring this up really quick. MLW, does anybody watch MLW? Scarlett Bordeaux is going to face Isla Dawn on November 20th. Battle Riot is coming to Orlando. So if anyone's in the Florida area and you're going to go see Battle Riot, the tickets are very cheap. It was here in LA last year, and you could get like $5 to $10 tickets. MLW. Anybody watch this? I mean, it's free on YouTube to watch. I just don't know anyone who like really watches it or keeps up with it. But Isla Dawn and Scarlett going to be wrestling there. Jey Uso getting the victory over The Miz. I really wanted The Miz to get the victory tonight. I just wanted more people with a history with John Cena rather than current storyline stuff going on with the tournament. I wanted The Miz to go on. Obviously, he might have been probably fought LA Knight. But if you'd have had The Miz, Matt Cardona, Carmelo Hayes, Leon Slater, I think been a more exciting tournament towards the end. All right, if you are just chilling out at home this weekend, just like I will be because it's raining and in the low 60s today, this is what's coming out on streaming this weekend or is already out. Being Eddie, I watched this last night on Netflix. I effing love this documentary. It's basically them interviewing Eddie Murphy with other celebrities like Dave Chappelle, Tracy Elise Ross, like a lot of people in the mix, but the majority of it is Eddie Murphy being interviewed about his life and career. I liked it. It was a very positive experience watching this, and it is a very like it's one of the nicest documentaries I've watched because it flows and it doesn't just stick on like I'm not a big documentary fan. But check out Being Eddie. I highly recommend it. It's about an hour and 45 minutes. Watch it and get ready for our Eddie Murphy movies tier list that's coming to the channel. Not going to record this last night. We had a lot of fun doing this. So this is coming to the channel very soon once it gets edited. CH109. Thank God it's just you. Supercard. Palm Season 2 is on Apple. On Disney Plus, you got Freakier Friday, which I'm probably going to watch. Bat Fam. I do not recommend that. I don't recommend Bat Fam one bit. Last Samurai Standing, that one is out right now. Playdate you can watch, and Nobody 2 is on Peacock. I enjoyed Nobody 1, so I'll probably watch Nobody 2 this weekend. And Eddington, the Ari Aster movie that came out this past year with Pedro. That is on HBO Max. So let me know what you're going to watch if you're going to watch anything. I'm probably going to watch Freakier Friday, Eddington, and Nobody Part 2 this weekend as well. But Being Eddie, I highly recommend. Scream 7 got the trailer. Who do you think the killer is? He's not hiding anymore. Stu Macher might have been hiding. Just saying. Stu Macher might have been hiding. If it's his sister, I'll be very disappointed. McKenna Grace in that. She's in Five Nights at Freddy's too. She's in that young adult movie that got panned. Don't believe Rotten Tomatoes. Alistair Black and Zelina. Also, Scream 7 got some posters this week. Leslie Macher. I don't want her to be the killer. I'll be very disappointed if it is Leslie. Anybody seen any of these movies too? If you got any recommendations or anything I should steer clear from, let me know. My time is so valuable. That's why I spend it with you every Friday night. So thank you for spending your nights with us here. Adrenaline in my soul. God, I love his theme song. It's so good. Even when I'm sick of Cody Rhodes, that song just it pulls me back in. I'm so happy he got that song. If Jericho does come back, do you want to see him with his old music or a new gimmick? So I'm going to tell you something. I think he's staying in AEW. I 100% think he purposely went to somewhere that Kevin Owens is going to be at. I think he purposely laid out that stuff about TNA to fool people online. I think he purposely posted a picture of himself getting in shape. Why? What's going on? Mystery opponents for the John Cena tournament. All right. So after Monday night, there's no more surprises for the tournament. Jericho's probably going to pump the brakes a little bit, or at least his foot off the gas of posting stuff and teasers for coming back to WWE until after the holidays when January kicks in and we get back into Rumble season. And then after the Royal Rumble, you will see that he did not show up and he will re-sign with AEW. I don't think after all the stuff that he talked in AEW that he's leaving AEW for a retirement tour for probably less money in WWE. The 2023 Thanksgiving Halloween movie. What is the Thanksgiving Halloween movie? Is it Thanksgiving? The horror movie? Was it that one? The Thanksgiving Halloween movie. Be specific, because there's something I didn't watch. I'm going to watch that this weekend. I love horror movies. All right, but this is what's out this weekend, so have fun streaming at home. And definitely check out this Frankenstein movie on Netflix. I really liked it. Thanksgiving horror movie. Thank you. I like that movie. I think it's getting a sequel. His new movie, yes, the one with John Carver. His new movie, Ella Ross' new movie, just got, if you look it up, it's called The Ice Cream Man. There was one back in the 90s with Ron Howard's brother. It's not a sequel to that movie. It is not the Ice Cream Man comic book that's out. It is something totally different. But you can see some people that are involved in that in the first pick. Because no, he's not Mr. All Power. He is not going back. He's fooling you. He's got you fooled. I hope Jericho sells you some land, some swamp land that you can build on. He's fooling everybody. He is not going back to WWE. If he goes back, I'll tell you this, Mr. All Power. If Jericho, I'll give you a time frame. If Jericho goes back to WWE at the Rumble or before, I will do an open challenge that you give me live on air. Is that accepted? Let me know. Is that accepted? The hand stays until you accept. And if he doesn't, I can't really have you do a challenge. But I will do a challenge on air if Jericho comes back at the Rumble or beforehand. Cena's last match. I am going to be streaming that thing live so you can see me laugh my ass off as you watch botch after botch after botch of Cena's last match. Cena. Dude, oh, his heel run failed. I blame Triple H. No, it's his acting. He cannot act. Did you see him act? Surprised when he won the IC title from Dom? Cena. They cut Blood and Guts short by a couple minutes so Cena could be on Wipeout on Wednesday. Cena. All this talk about Cena. It's got me flustered. Bronson Reed, though. I like this that they're doing Bronson Reed on SmackDown. I'm a big Bronson Reed fan. I really like Braun Breaker. I just hate factions. We're going to another commercial. Holy Christmas. It's a Christmas commercial, too. All right. Commercial break as we see Bronson Reed flatten out Cody Rhodes. And again, Mr. All Power, I'll do a challenge. He's not coming back to WWE. I have to lay it out there for you because it's a weird pipe dream. The premiere of this is happening tonight, Zootopia 2. You can watch their interaction recording online as the Zebros, Roman Reigns and CM Punk. I'm pretty interested in this. I didn't think I actually wanted to see a sequel to Zootopia because I liked the first one. I just didn't get why we're having a sequel to it storyline-wise. But you can see Roman Reigns and CM Punk in Zootopia 2. SmackDown has been good. I have to say that. SmackDown was great, CH says. I'd love to see it. Here's the thing about the Rumble. It's overseas. It's in Saudi. So I don't know who they can all bring in or how they can do surprises with all that kind of travel stuff. I think something might get leaked. So they might not do surprises this year. I don't know. We'll see. Penta with a Cricket Wireless commercial. How insane is that? I just think it's cool that Penta's like doing these like bigger things. And then let me know your thoughts on the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I still haven't seen the first movie. I know I got to get on that. But Peacock likes to move things around and not have stuff on there. Poker Face got canceled. If anyone watched that show. He's going to be Zack Ryder. So we'll see what he has to say online after tonight. But having Zack Ryder and not Matt Cardona, I don't know if he's going to totally want to be that because he put in all that work on the Indies as the Indie God, as Matt Cardona himself. We'll see. I can kind of see it with Chelsea Green being there. Everything on the menu is next new. Brought this to our attention earlier. Where is it? Thank you, New, for bringing this to our attention. Everything on the menu of Braun Strowman is a huge hit. It beat Dynamite and NXT in the ratings this week. Watching Braun Strowman stuff his face full of food beat both wrestling shows this week. The weird thing is, it's under his wrestling name, his WWE name. It's weird because he's also trashed WWE. Solo versus Hendry. I think you got it. I think that is it. That is a good pick. My picks for tonight were pretty much these. I thought Brock starting something for the Vision going into War Games would have been smart tonight, but Cody Rhodes moves out of the way. Spoiler returns. Zack Ryder. Yeah. Yeah, I think Joe Hendry, now being a WWE guy. I think Brock gets involved in this match. Oh, you will be tonight's champion if that happens. If Brock Lesnar gets involved in this match, I really wanted Jeff Hardy to be part of this, but and that's what we need. Something needs to get set up for War Games. It needs to be a little bit bigger than it is. I heard the weird rumors saying that they don't want Roman and Cody in the same ring if it's not going to be a match. Bronson Reed. The end of the year is almost up. Next month, I am going to just pop champagne watching Cena's last match. I cannot wait. No more John Cena. We'll be done with him forever. Because I avoid his movies like the plague. The Plague actually has a better Rotten Tomatoes score than John Cena movies. Someone's coming out right now. Bronson Reed with a flying elbow. How funny is that? All right, no Brock Lesnar tonight. We have 4 minutes left. I don't think they'll bring out the Beast. Logan Paul is out there. Yeah, I don't think Brock comes out because he'll get some help here. Jay's in there. Jay's there. Where's Jay? And Logan Paul is not with the Vision 2. He's just aligned with the Vision for War Games. All right, here come the Usos. You want to see the Usos back together just as a tag team? Let's be done with the solo stuff. Or do you like them on their own? Big kick. 2 big kicks. Logan Paul. Logan Paul. I am not Planters Peanuts. Cena has stolen the life out of wrestling and has squeezed the juices out of it and has left it with nothing. He's taken everything and given nothing back. He's taken championships from Dom Mysterio, who put him in his place on the mic last week. And now he just took his championship. John Cena will take, and take. And the last time will be next month. If he wins. I BS, by the way, on the channel. I totally get it. The Make-A-Wish thing, no one can touch him on that. Drew McIntyre. That's a surprise. No Brock Lesnar. His terms are like his movies. They're boring. John Cena fans everywhere. Every one of you is a John Cena fan. Am I the only one who sees straight? Am I the only one with 2020 when it comes to seeing who real talent is and who's being shoved down our throats? The CM Punk chants start right now. See, in the ring right now, we have real talent. Drew McIntyre, Braun Breaker, nice spear through the table. We don't need John Cena. 1 more month and he's gone. His final Raw is on Monday night. Are you watching his final Raw? One last time you'll see him on Raw, and we'll see who Solo's mystery opponent is going to be. Wow. Logan Paul taking a punch from McIntyre. All you Cena fans, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to laugh in your face live on this channel while we watch John Cena get carried through a match by Carmelo Hayes. The young up-and-comer will put that man in the retirement home. Tsunami on Cody Rhodes. I love that move because he doesn't do a super big jump. All right, CH. If Brock comes out, you're the champ tonight. 2 more matches on Raw. Oh, so next week, Monday, will be the end of the first round. I got you. I hope so. I want this to go a little bit longer. Oh, no, they are going to do 5-on-5. All right, USA just cut the stream. That is it. There is no Brock Lesnar. OTC chance. But if that's true, if they don't want to put Cody and Roman in the same ring, if they're not going to be fighting, and wouldn't that just be along the same lines of Charlotte dipping because of Rhea Ripley? How can you go one way with one and not the other? That is it. That is SmackDown. Good night. Things moved. Everything on the menu right now is up. The show that beats Dynamite and NXT. Braun Strowman. Oh, man, he's eating in Chicago. I used to live in Chicago. So if you're from Chicago, we can talk food all the time here. What is he eating? I might have to watch this episode. This is why Braun Strowman is outdrawing Dynamite and NXT. My name is Braun Strowman, and I like to eat. Here are my big old titties. Why do you keep showing him rip his shirt off? Anyways, that is the show. Let us know what you think of SmackDown and where everything's headed as we go into War Games, how your weekend is going, and what you thought of SmackDown tonight. Anyways, my name is Zach. Make sure to be on the lookout for the Eddie Murphy movie tier list dropping this week, and watch Being Eddie on Netflix. I highly recommend it. Otherwise, everyone, have a great weekend and be excellent to each other. Take care.